Happy Saturday! Yay! Forever since I didn't get to hang out with you homies last Saturday. So anyway, I will just wait for you guys to pop on, and in the meantime, my tea is going to be cooling off. I have some nice, it's like a matcha mushroom green tea, so it's really nice. And yeah, and in the meantime, I was trying to clean out my ear, but I think I'm gonna have to go do a ear thing at the doctor's again because this ear is prone to getting clogged. I have like a really small ear canal on this side, which is interesting because I'm a singer and I need my ears. Which, yeah, I will talk about, yeah, all the opera stuff, you know, because I got one opera down, one more to go. Our opening day, our opening performance is going to be this coming Friday. And then second performance will be that following Sunday. And then the last two performances will be Saturday and Sunday of the following weekend. So yes, really excited about that. Yeah, anywho, I'm gonna test out my tea. Brought out the big mug for you guys. And I also threw in a couple of rose petals from my rose bushes, just because this whole like couple of weeks when things have been pretty chaotic with, you know, dual rehearsals and all this stuff, I just really felt the need to use my you know, matcha mushroom tea and my rose petals, and I think it's really been saving my voice and my health and keeping me from getting sick, because I know that's what happens when, you know, when you push yourself a little hard and you're getting a lack of sleep. You know, you don't want to get sick, you know, so you gotta try and rely on your plant ally friends to help you stay nice and healthy. So that's what I've been doing. Alrighty. Yeah, it needs to cool off just a little bit more. Okay, so today, you know, I just want to do a little chitty chatty catch, guys, but I also want to use this deck, the Witch's Kitchen Oracle deck, which is by Barbara Mecklejohn-Free and Flavia Kate Peters, illustrated by Richard Crooks. So I really love the information that's given in the guidebook with these cards, and I thought it would be fun to do like a little bit of kitchen magic today. So maybe, you know, pull a card for each of you guys and, you know, see kind of what herb could maybe come into your life today, you know, what you could utilize, see if you could utilize it today in an interesting way, or even just meditate with it, you know, that particular herb, and see kind of what comes up, you know, in case that particular type of herb isn't something that is, you know, around you. Sherry Bug, hey! So it's like a long time no talk, right? So anyway, and then I want to pull a card for me, and I thought it would be fun to actually do what one of the like actually create like one of the recipes that's in the book, and you know, have a little fun in the kitchen. I thought that might be fun today. So yeah, you know, things just been busy, but you know, all good things, you know, definitely very you know, blessed to be doing all the things that I do. So Pirates of Penzance was a last Sunday, so that was 1 out of 2 operas done. Glitter Sunflower, hello. Ooh, hello from the UK. Oh wait, let's see, what time is it for you guys? It is, if it's 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7:30 maybe for you guys. So a good evening, I should say. And Eveline Stylist, hello. I know you because Wasima and I live in France. Well, hello. Oh, it's 1843 for you guys. Okay, so yeah, Pirates of Penzance went really well. The Bodhi Tree Concerts, which is the organization that put on the concert, they were able to raise a good amount of money for their charity. So it's a charity opera. So that every, you know, performance that they do, the proceeds go to that specific charity. So I believe their motto is you know, doing the most good and doing good for others, you know, so doing good for the world is basically their motto. So whether it's, you know, helping out, you know, some organization in another country, or helping out efforts here in the United States, or whatever it may be, they have, you know, it's just a very small, you know, payment for all the singers, and we know that because we know that all the rest of the proceeds, like there's no administration fees or anything like that, just everything, you know, from ticket sales, just a little bit goes to us as singers, and then the rest all to the charity. So it sounds like they did really well. We had a lot of fun singing. You know, I had a lot of fun. I got this a small part of Isabel. Isabel has 2 speaking lines, because there's a couple of speaking lines throughout the opera, and then the rest were, of course, were just singing, or operetta, I should say. So there's yeah, I had a couple of lines, and then yeah, we just ended up having fun. So yeah, and then afterwards, you know, there was some goodies, so I always appreciate I always appreciate free dinner afterwards. Or mostly it was dessert, probably not dinner. They had a lot of those what are they, like they're just not, well, I guess they are cream puffs. Yeah, the little cream puffs. I'm like a sucker for cream puffs, so I was like, this is my dinner. So yeah, and then I've been rehearsing now for the final opera, which is Romeo and Juliet, and that is with the Pacific Lyric Association, and that's up in Escondido, which is about, well, when I go to rehearsals, it's about an hour drive north for me, even though technically without traffic it would be 40 minutes, but you know, our rehearsals are during traffic time. And those have been 6 to 10 p.m. most nights, and then we had rehearsal not last night but the night before, and then we have rehearsal again tomorrow because we're getting close to opening. So tomorrow's rehearsal is a double sitzprobe, so it goes from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. tomorrow, so it's going to be a really long rehearsal, full-on dress rehearsal and everything. And then this coming week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we're going to have rehearsal from 5 to 9 p.m., which means we're going to be at the height of rush hour trying to get there, which kind of sucks. So I'm just going to leave straight from work and just drive straight to Escondido. So I'm just going to pack myself some extra food, you know, for those 4 days of the week this coming week. And then we have a dress rehearsal again on Thursday before our opening night on Friday. And we have 70 kids signed up to come watch us. So what Pacific Lyric Association does is they invite children for free, ages 8 to 18, to either come for one of the days to watch an orchestra rehearsal, to watch a ballet rehearsal, because ballet is actually going to be on stage with us, which is like really fun. And we haven't practiced with them yet. That's going to be this coming week. We're going to actually have practice with the ballet dancers. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And then there was a day, or there's 2 days that the kids are allowed to go free backstage with us on, I think it's the last 2 performances that we have. I think kids can come backstage and kind of hang out with us and all of that. But yeah, we have 70 kids signed up to come watch our dress rehearsal this coming Thursday, so the night before opening night. So Friday is opening night. Sunday is the second performance. Then the following week, Saturday and Sunday, will be the last 2 performances. And then we get 2 comp tickets. So the dude's getting one. My acupuncturist / like my other mom is getting the other one. And then we're allowed 8 half-price tickets. So if people just come up and say, hey, I'm with so-and-so, then they get their ticket for half price. So hey, if you guys are in San Diego and you want to come see Romeo and Juliet, just say you're with me and you get your ticket half price. So I thought that might be fun. So yeah, so you know, all that's been going on. So I haven't had a lot of time for much. And what's funny is while I'm super busy with that, my spiritual business, Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, has been also pretty slammed. So I've been doing a lot of orders for my Etsy shop. I've been doing a lot of readings and things like that. So it's like, you know, when abundance flows, it flows, people. So I've been really appreciative of that. Ooh, by the way, with all the business with my Kittens, Weights, and Tarot on my Etsy shop, I completely sold out of my beauty salve, my rose salve, because apparently once people like tried it, they went back and like bought like multiples. because they loved it so much. So I'm gonna have to make more rose salve, but it's probably gonna be a little while because I'm pretty busy right now. So if you're looking to get a beauty salve, just you gotta wait a while. Plus I have to let the herbs sit, for my rose petals to sit in the oil so they can extract for a while. I like to let them sit for like a month or more. So it's gonna be a while before that is restocked because it's a long process, but obviously it works really well. So I'm like, whoa, I sold out of my beauty salve. But yeah, so not much else other than I've just been super busy with, school, singing, and doing my readings and things like that. I can't wait for things to kind of die down after all the shows. Sherry Bug wants to get some next time. Of course, I'll let you guys know when I make another batch. I think I have one jar of rose petals still extracting in oil, so I technically could make one more batch, but I just want to wait a little bit when I'm like not as busy. I don't like to be rushed when I'm making that sort of stuff, because I put a lot of intention into the things that I make because I want it really, to work for you guys, and I want it to be really magical for you guys. So, but I like to make my big batches. So I don't think one jar is enough to make as many salves as I would want as I want. And I can't talk anymore because I've been brain dead, which doesn't help during a live chat. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys have been doing well. So tell me, what's up? What's up? What's up in the land of y'all? That is good tea. So you guys been off causing trouble? What you guys doing at work, or what y'all doing? Glitter Sunflower said, lovely cup. Thank you very much. It is wake up and be awesome. And it is full of the double matcha mushroom green tea. It's got like the astragalus in it, and I have a couple of my rose petals because that's what I've been doing to keep my voice going. Sherry Bug said, last weekend my German Shepherd killed 4 of my ducks, so really sad about that. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Sherry Bug said it's a huge mug. It is a huge mug. Yeah, but I'm so sad for your little ducklings. I know that you love your ducks. Well, I know you love your German Shepherd too, but so yeah, I'm really sad about that. Let's see. Actually, I was thinking of something, and when you think of stuff and your brain's been like pretty busy, and then you're like, what? What was I saying? Okay, so I have my Witch's Kitchen oracle cards. And like I said, I haven't gotten to use much of anything except for when I'm doing my readings and stuff like that. But if I'm doing readings for others, I'm using decks that, I know really well. So I haven't used these yet, but I want to use them with you guys because I have been kind of pulling a card for myself when I have a little bit of time. And these are the backs of the cards. And it has a beautiful silver edging. And I think they look really cool. Like the picture in the back pretty much stays the same on all the cards, but the herbs and what's going on in the foreground changes with the type of herb that it is. Excuse me. You get a keyword down here, and I'll make a review of this deck. Maybe it'll be for next week's review. Glitter said, a fabulous reminds me of Hocus Pocus. Oh yeah, definitely Hocus Pocus, and we are in the season. Evelyn said, you always have beautiful decks. Oh, thank you. I like to think all my babies is beautiful. Sherry Bug said, sorry, I had to refresh. What deck is this? This deck is the Witch's Kitchen Oracle cards by Barbara Meiklejohn-Free and Flavia Kate Peters, illustrated by Richard Crooks. So I got it off the Amazons. And you have the elements, symbolic in each of, or symbol of the elements in each corner. So I think these are really awesome. And then I'll show you what the guidebook looks like because I love, you know, making things. I love, you know, brewing up things in the kitchen. Deck Harlot said, hi, deck looks interesting. It is very interesting. Like I said, I haven't had a whole lot of time to work with it yet, but what I have been able to do, I've been having a lot of fun, you know, because me, I'm a little green witchy, you know, I love to make things, and I have since I was a little kid. You know, I was, you know, I remember when I was really, really young, and I was just grabbing like random plants and weeds and dirt and rocks, and I would like make my special like pies. You know, and I would say that they were magical, and that, you know, if you eat this pie, this is what's gonna happen. This pie can make you fly, and you know, and I used to do all that kinds of stuff. You know, I was totally into magic, and I used to believe that if I thought hard enough, I could make myself fly. You know, I was like one of those little kids. And Celtic Witch is here. Hey, hey, happy Saturday to you, girlfriend. I'm just showing off the Witch's Kitchen book, or book, Oracle deck. And I want to eventually pull a card for each of you guys and read what the recipe is. Sherrybug said, I made mud pies and baked them in the mailbox, much to the dismay of the mailman. I had not thought of baking it in the mailbox. Well, maybe because our mailbox was the kind that, you know, you put the mail downwards instead of the mail in like that. So well, although, you know, I probably still could have put it in there, and that would have been even more of a surprise. I was also the kid that used to eat dirt up until I was like 6 or 7 years old. And I had a preference. I liked the sand from the playground, but you know, and I remember when we moved to like a different home, you know, when I was around 6 or 7 or 6 years old, I tried eating the dirt around the house, and I was like, ew, this dirt is no good. I prefer the dirt that's over by the old playground. So yes, I had a preference of the dirt that I ate. Oh, P.S. I no longer eat dirt. Or I don't know, maybe I do. Like when we're out at the beach and like a hot dog falls in the sand, it's just added flavor. Okay, so let me show you the guidebook for this, and I promise I'll do like a regular review. Evelyn's laughing. Okay, so let's say, see, first card in here is aloe vera. It'll say soothe, and then you'll get a like a little mantra saying spell. And then you have the guidance of aloe vera. You have the recommended recipe. So I love the recipes that are in this book. And then it says aloe vera revealed. So let me read you some of this so you can kind of get an idea of what it's like. So aloe vera soothe. So I'm reading this part here. Soothing gel to heal the skin. Digestive tract heals from within. Inflammation, immune disease, my golden juice will bring you ease. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. So, you know, you have your little spell working words. And I do have a little aloe vera plant sitting in a pot outside my front door. That was a gift from our next door neighbors before they moved, because they have a huge aloe vera plant in the front. And so they were pruning it, I guess, and they gave us a chunk of it. Now my aloe vera is expanding, so I might have to take it out of the pot and actually plant it in the front yard somewhere. Okay, the guidance for aloe vera. There, dry your eyes, for I have come to soothe you in your time of sorrow. The trauma of physical discomfort has taken its toll, and you yearn for the suffering to pass. It's not easy for you lately, and you have been craving peace to alleviate the distress. I am known as the plant of immortality, and invite you to cut my spiky succulent leaf and peel away the hard skin to find inside a soothing gel effective enough to calm any irritation or inflammation. Hey, Ruchi! I am a powerful antioxidant who offers unique therapeutic properties, especially when applied as an ointment for your skin and gums and when used in a beauty regimen. I shall thrive if you pop me in a clay pot on your sunniest windowsill. Keep me on hand as a soothing amulet against accidents and misfortunes, especially around the home. And then you have a recommended recipe. Aloe vera gel for treating burns, sunburn, small cuts, dry skin. Slice off an outer leaf of the plant with a sharp knife. Drain the yellow resin into a cup. Now use a spoon to scoop the clear gel from the leaf into a clean, sterilized glass jar. Keep in the fridge. You can also freeze the gel in an ice cube tray and use as needed. All right, so let me go back and look. Oh, Lady Night is here. Hey, hey. And she says, hello, beautiful people. Well, hello, beautiful you. And then it says aloe vera revealed. So it will have this for basically every herb that is in the deck. Queen Cleopatra used aloe vera as part of her daily beauty regimen. The ancient Chinese used it for wounds, reducing fever and burns. Written documents found in Egypt dating back 6,000 years honor this sacred plant as the plant of eternity and used it to embalm the dead. So, yay! I thought I could pull a card for each of you and then read you what the recipe is, and then you decide how you want to incorporate that herb into your day. So whether maybe you have the herb on hand, and if you don't, or if it's something that's not native to you, I would say try and meditate with it tonight or whenever you have some time, maybe this weekend, and see just kind of what comes from it. So if you guys are game, I would like to do that. So pull you guys a card and then I will read you the recipe. And then I'll pull myself a card, I'll read myself my recipe, or I'll read you guys the recipe that was for me, and then we'll see if it's feasible to actually make that, whatever it is, with you guys. So Tangerine, what's up, Tangy? So everybody's saying it sounds a lot of fun, so okay, let's do this then. So if you want me to pull you a card, just say like, here, here, or yes, yes. Okay, so Celtic Witch said yes, please. Okay, so we're gonna do one for Celtic Witch. Okay. All right, so Deck Harlot is saying yes too. All right. And Naomi, all right, all right. Okay, so Celtic Witch, we're gonna have one for you and one for Ruchi. And Tangi is saying hello to everybody. Okay. And one for Tangerine as well, of course. Okay, so we'll go with Celtic Witch first. Oh, and Glitter too. Okay, so a lot of you guys. And I don't know, Sherry Bug, if your hands are busy right now, but if you don't mind like writing down the names of everybody who's saying yes please, so that I could just pull them a card and then I'll read them the recipe and then you guys decide what you'll want to do with that. And Sherry Bug too. All right, so Sherry Bug's got me. All right, so I think Celtic Witch was the first. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, Celtic Witch. You have chamomile. Relax. You know what song came to mind? Relax. Don't do it when you want to get to it. Relax. Don't do it when you want to come. When you want to come. Okay, anyway, I'll read you the recipe. So chamomile. I think these are in alphabetical order. Yes, they are. Chamomile, chamomile. Okay, so Celtic Witch. Here is your recipe. Your recipe is, yes, Frankie Goes to Hollywood. And you know they were cool with their sunglasses on at nighttime, probably. Tisane for relaxing, sleep, menstrual cramps, colic. Harvest fresh chamomile flowers and remove the entire head from the stem. Rinse and pat dry. Boil spring or filtered water in an infusion tea kettle or in a pot on a cooker. Place the flowers into the infuser. You can also use a tea ball or cheesecloth and allow the herb to steep for 5 minutes. Remove the flowers and pour into a teacup, adding sliced apples to sweeten and strengthen the tea. I hadn't ever thought of sliced apples. So Celtic Witch, make yourself some chamomile tea today. So if you don't have any fresh chamomile on hand, just grab yourself some chamomile tea, maybe in a little sachet. Or if you happen to have the herb laying around, you could put some in a little cheesecloth or, like they said, a little tea ball. And have some apples. She said, I need some chamomile. Need to relax. Yes. Okay. And, Next time I have chamomile tea, I'm gonna have it with some apples because I hadn't thought about putting those two together. So that sounds pretty awesome. All right. Sherry Bug, do you know who was next? And I will pull their card. Glitter Sunflower. Okay. So Glitter Sunflower. I love that name. Glitter Sunflower. P.S. I have some fresh sunflowers in a vase on top of my refrigerator right now, courtesy of the dude. So when the autumn equinox for the northern hemisphere came around, the dude got me some sunflowers, and I thought that was really nice. Okay, so Glitter Sunflower. Okay. Yeah, don't you just love sunflower energy? It's like, I don't know, they just make me happy every time I see them. Okay, Glitter Sunflower, you have blackberry invasive. Ooh, look at that blackberry pie right there. Okay, so let's look up your recipe. Actually, let me have some tea real quick. My throat's been a little, you know, I've been doing a lot of singing. Okay, so your recommended recipe for blackberry, for glitter sunflower, jam, for use in cakes, preserves, jellies. Place blackberries and lemon juice in a large pan and simmer until fruit is soft. Warm sugar in the oven, then add fruit and stir over low heat until sugar dissolves. Now bring to a boil for 15 minutes. Once setting point is reached, remove pan from heat. Take the scum off and leave for 15 minutes. Put the jam into jars and seal right away. Once cold, label and date. So, that sounds really good. Ooh, blackberry jam. So, Glitter Sunflower, I think you said you live in the UK. I think that's what you said. I know you guys got some blackberries, and they may be growing wild somewhere. So, wouldn't that be cool to grab some maybe wild blackberries and make yourself like a little doot of blackberry jam? How special, you know? And then you know, you could probably use it for some, you know, magical practice, that maybe like you have a little bit of blackberry jam whenever you do a certain magical working, or if you left a little out for the fae, you know, I think that would be awesome. So there you go. You know, you're working with some blackberry. Okay, all right, Miss Sherrybug, who is next? Blackberries. And my blackberry little bush is going crazy. It has, in the like whatever 4 years that we've had it, it's produced like 2 or 3 blackberries, but it is going insane lately. So I'm hoping we're actually gonna get some blackberries this year. Okay, so our next homie is Lady Nights. Tangerine said, "Hey Hazel Hun, sorry autocorrect changed your name to Kentucky." Okay, so Lady Nights. Let me give these a good shuffle for you, girl. Have you already talked about your opera experience? Did I miss that in the beginning? I still have one opera to go. So Pirates of Penzance is over. I did say that it was, you know, it was really awesome. But now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Romeo and Juliet is opening night is this coming Friday. That'll be first of 4 performances that we have over the span of 2 weekends. So I'm really, ooh, yours kind of just popped out right away. Deck Harlot said, would you use frozen blackberries here? Picking season is long over. You know, I say witches use whatever is on hand. So when you are making magic in the kitchen, you know, always use what is on hand. If in your area, you know, the fresh season is over, then obviously, yes, I would use frozen blackberries. You know, I have no problem doing things like that. Sometimes there are herbs that don't grow, you know, like our climate isn't the best climate for them, but I like using them. So I don't mind using dried herbs that I've, you know, purchased from a place that I deem worthy of magical herbs. Okay, so Celtic Witch says it's okay. Yeah, sherry bugs that can make jam with frozen berries. Oh yeah. Okay, so this one is for Lady Night. Like I said, yours just kind of popped out. Catnip bond. You know what I like about this one is how the background is always the same, right? And there's always the cat back here, but when it comes to the catnip card, the cat is now front and center. Like it's like back here and then it's like, did you say catnip? um and it just, I don't know. I think Loki's way more handsome, but anyway, that's just my opinion. Okay, so for catnip, how can you use catnip other than giving it to some happy little felines? Let's see. Okay, catnip. Poultice, or a poultice, for healing swelling from rheumatism, soft tissue injuries. Finely chop fresh catnip leaves, then grind them into a pulp using a mortar and pestle or a blender. Now spread the mixture evenly onto the area needing treatment. I had no idea you can use it that way. Wrap with gauze or muslin to hold the poultice in place. Once the poultice has dried out, remove, apply a fresh batch if required. Wow, I had no idea. And we used to have a lot of catnip that we were growing in our backyard. But when we had a mountain lion that was kind of roaming the area, and the mountain lion had decided that our backyard was now going to be its like home base because we had so much catnip. So this mountain lion would literally sleep on the catnip and ended up eating all our catnip. So yeah, we need to get more catnip. All right, so Celtic Witch is going to be right back. We'll be here waiting for you. Sherrybug said catnip tea is good for tummy issues. Yes, 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 it is actually. Tangerine said, every time I hear catnip, I remember the time I was a kid and my mom had a bunch of catnip in the car for her many cats and she got pulled over by the cops. I swear, officer, it's catnip. Lady Knight said, I'm going to have to find out where to get fresh ones. I only know the one from the pet store. You know, I think if you also go, when you go to the pet store, they might have like fresh little pots of catnip. At least I know some of the pet stores near me, they have like little pots of fresh catnip, like if you wanted to grow your own. Also, try out some like home remodeling stores, kind of like Home Depot. Well, we have Home Depot over here, you know, where you go buy your wood and stuff to like fix up your home, like a fixer-upper type place. And go into their garden section. I know that they should have some catnip there because that's like a something that a lot of people have in their yards. So so like definitely go check it out there. All right, so yay, using catnip for healing. Garden centers will have catnip plants. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Alrighty. I love all your guys' messages. I can't wait to figure out, like, find out what mine is too. So, who is next? Well, I have some more tea. Man, I really do need to, once the opera's over, I'm going to make an appointment, go see the doctor and have them flush out my ear because I know that it's getting clogged in there. All right, Deck Harlot is next. Excellent. P.S. I love your screen name, by the way. Deck Harlot. Me. Okay, here we go. Deck Harlot. Deck Harlot. What healing herb do we have for her? We have seaweed prediction. All right, so there's your seaweed. And glitter flowers or sunflowers talking about cotton buds don't help, it pushes the wax in. Yeah, that's, you know what, it's weird because some doctors will tell me, they're like, no, you must use them, and other doctors are like, no, don't do that. And yeah, I know that it just kind of like jams it in, so I just try to like rinse it out with like the warm water in the shower. But the way my ears are, it's it probably I have like there's a problem that a lot of Asian people have, and as you guys know, I'm like, you know, part Asian, so is we have really dry ears, and so like there's not enough for anything to get pushed out naturally from my ear, so it just like builds up and builds up and builds up, and you know, and then with like, you know, when I do try to do moisture from the shower, it ends up just making it soft and it turns into this like congealed mess, and then I go deaf in one ear. So then I have to go to the doctors and they got to do that flush thing, because the at-home flushing stuff doesn't have enough like juice, you know, enough power to really get out everything that's in there. All the twigs and berries that are stuck in my ear. Have you tried using ear candles? They do not work on me. I've tried. No. Some places you can get the candle things to wick, and yeah, I don't know. It's on this ear, fine. It's my right ear, everything, because I have like a really tiny ear canal as well. But anyway, enough grossness about my ear. This one was for decarlet, and it was seaweed. So we're gonna come find your recipe here. Seaweed. Here we go. Okay, so for decarlet, we have your seaweed, which is prediction. A pesto for dips, salad dressing, pasta dishes, pizza topping. Put 1 cup of fresh seaweed, a handful of basil, 2 cloves of garlic, and a handful of hemp seeds in a food processor. Add 2 teaspoons of lemon juice and 6 tablespoons of olive oil. Then add 100 grams of Parmesan or a vegan alternative. Blend until smooth. Pour into a jar, cover with extra oil, and seal. Refrigerate for 2 weeks. Ah, that sounds delicious. Ah, actually, it sounds really good. I'm just gonna be all kinds of hungry here after I finish reading all your guys' recipes. And iridescent sea. Oh, I'm thinking iridescent sea, also with the seaweed. So yes, seaweed pesto. That sounds so good. So hey, decarlet, if you wanna try something like that, I think that sounds really good actually. Actually, now I'm thinking of when I was in Italy, the best, most flavorful pasta I've ever had. I even, just for funsies, while I was over there, I was like, I'm just gonna order spaghetti. You know, I mean, I know that like they have so much, you know, in the way of like pasta dishes and just food over there in general. But I was like, I wonder if I just order spaghetti, what's it gonna taste like in Italy that it doesn't taste like in America? And when I had Italian spaghetti and I was in Florence, it was like you were eating heaven. I had never tasted, spaghetti doesn't even taste like that over here. I was just like, oh my God, there's so much flavor. I'm like gonna cry. Is that truffle in there? Like, but Nami said, I have to go. I'm hungry now. Please remove me from the list. Hey, no problem. Maybe you got to go grab a snack. You go grab yourself a snack. I do have to go eat lunch after this too. Deck Harlot said, I think I will try it once I locate some seaweed. You could try like a local seafood place. If you have any Asian markets near you, like I usually go to the Asian markets to go get the stuff that I need for the things that I make, you know, so I might want to go check out those places. Yes, spaghetti makes me cry. Spaghetti makes me cry in Florence. Iridescent Sea, I'm on vacation in Hawaii, so doing well. Ooh, you are, jelly girl. I am jelly. Okay, who was next? So that was for Deck Harlot. Just making sure I have all my cards here. Okay, yes, I do. And again, another sip of tea. All right, Richie is next. Richie. All right, Richie. Let's get your recipe going. Okay, just want to do a little drop shuffle on it first. Okay, here we go. Richie. Ooh, turmeric. Diversity. All right, so let's take a look at your recipe. Turmeric is so good for you. Well, I mean, all of this stuff's good for you, but let's see. My dude likes turmeric tea. He has some turmeric for his tea. Okay, so here is the recipe for turmeric. Golden smoothie for acid reflux, hypothyroidism. Put the following into your blender: 3 teaspoons of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of ginger powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 2 organic bananas, 10 fresh basil leaves, 2 tablespoons of aloe vera gel, and 2 cups of milk, your choice. Mix and taste. Add honey for sweetening. Refrigerate and drink first thing in the morning. So that is the golden smoothie. Very interesting. Ooh, that would be a very, very like exotic tasting smoothie with all those different things in there. And probably also one that might wake you up, definitely with like ginger and the cinnamon and all of that. So, well, that sounds pretty good as well. So there you go, Ruchi. Okay, and who did we have next? I love these. Iridescency said, "You are seriously busy. Good luck with opening night." Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, this whole coming week, it's gonna be just like rehearsal. All right, so Tangerine is next. Yes, yay! Yeah, so tomorrow I have my rehearsal from 2 to 9 p.m. And then Monday through Thursday next week, before opening night on Friday, we have our rehearsals 5 to 9 p.m. Getting nervous. Okay, Tangy, here we go. All right, Tangy, we have a lemon bitterness. And Ruchi said, "Oh, thank you. I always have turmeric milk in the morning." Well, there you go. That's probably just, you know, confirmation that what you're doing is really good for your body and what your body needs. So, Tangerine Layla, let's look for lemon. Okay. For your recommended recipe, we have the cleaner. For cleaning, deodorizing, removing stains, add lemon peels to a large mason jar. Pour white vinegar over the peels until it covers them. Cover with a lid and let sit for 2 weeks in a dark place. Strain the mixture and pour the cleaner into a spray bottle. Label as a cleaner. You can add rosemary or thyme to the mix for scent. So, yes, lemon water works great for her. Yay! And it helps with headaches. Ooh, I did not know that. Me, I love lemon everything. Like I mean, it's probably not so great for my teeth, but I love to just eat straight lemon, like peel it like an orange and just eat lemon. That's me. Like I love straight full on lemon. Like the more sour, the better. You are very welcome. So yeah, I'm all about the lemon. I love lemon meringue pie. Last night I had a lemon bar from DZ Aikens, which is our Jewish bakery. And yeah, I really like lemon. This is, of course, I get the citrus card. I mean, all right, Sherry Bug is next, and then Evelyn Stylist, and then that's it. Well, and then there's me. Okay, so Sherry Bug. Sherry Bug, we're gonna do extra shuffle for you. You know, I was gonna bust out one of my wigs today, but I took a shower before I came on, and I don't like to have my hair all wet before I put on a wig because I don't like to get the wig damp. But, you know, maybe next weekend, hopefully next weekend, I can come on. Maybe I'll wear a wig for you guys. Do I go blonde? Do I go purple? Do I go red? Tangerine said, "Oh girl, wig it out." You know me, I love me some wigs. I have quite a few. And then my friend said she found some on the internet and she was going to be sending me some. And I was like, I've been wearing wigs since I was a little kid. I love wigs. Okay, Sherry Bug. No whammy, no whammy. Yay! Chili Pepper. Wigs for life, yes. All right, Chili Pepper, Ferocity. And that's totally Sherry Bug, right? So, you know, I'm thinking Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I'm like, yeah. So I'm thinking of Red Hot Chili Peppers, but you know, you go on with whatever's coming to mind for you. Okay, Sorry, I was looking under R for red hot chili pepper. No, we're just looking for chili pepper. Come on, girl, get it together. And one of my favorite, like, deep thinking songs from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge. I love that song so much. Okay, chili pepper. Here we go, ferocity. Okay, oil for natural pain relief, nasal congestion, boosting immunity. Heat 2 tablespoons of base oil, like olive, in a pan on medium heat. Add 2 to 3 whole dried red chilies and 2 tablespoons of red chili flakes. Stir the mixture, ensuring that it doesn't go brown. Once sizzling, add a cup of the base oil and continue to heat until the mixture is warmed through. Then remove from the heat. Once cooled, pour into an airtight bottle and store. Ooh, that will knock your socks off. That will definitely decongest you. Oh my gosh. Talk about blowing flames out the top of your head. That will definitely decongest just about anything. That would decongest a rhinoceros. But yeah, there you go. You got the red hot chili peppers. Okay, so then you said it was Evelyn, what was the last part? Evelyn Stylist. All right, Evelyn Stylist. All right, here we go, girl. Oops, sorry. Card fell out, but not before I was ready. So, okay, Evelyn Stylist. Nope, we're not taking 2 cards. We're taking 1 card. 1 card, and there's your 1 card, which just fell out. Oh my gosh. So, I find it very interesting that when Sherry Bug was talking about who is next, and she says it's me and Evelyn Stylist. So Sherry Bug gets the chili pepper, and what does Evelyn Stylist also get? The chili pepper. So both you girls need to knock your socks off with some sort of heat. So I don't know, decongestant, or maybe if, yes, double up. So maybe, you know, you could also think about it intuitively too. You know, if you're thinking about decongesting something, you're thinking of like letting something go. There's some sort of blockage, something keeping you from breathing. Like it's almost like something is taking your air. So, you know, so you can think about it that way. So Sherry Bug said that's crazy. So yeah, I'm like, there are no coincidences, just synchronicities, y'all. So you two ladies need to work on eating something really hot, or figuring out a way to put a little fire in your life and clear things up a little bit, metaphorically and literally. So okay, so now we are picking a card for me, and then like I said, I think it would be really fun to actually go into the kitchen and see if it's feasible. Like if it's something that I don't really have right now, I'm not taking you guys to the grocery store and we're like not gonna go get it right now. So we'll try to see if we can make whatever it is that I need right now. So what herb do I need right now? As I go deaf in my right ear, what herb do I need right now? Cinnamon. I know. This is reignite. Ooh, you got like cinnamon cookies back there. You have some cinnamon sticks. Ooh, you got some cinnamon rolls. Dude, if it tells me to make cinnamon rolls with you guys, it's over. I'm just gonna be like, sorry, I gotta make some cinnamon rolls. I gotta go. Evelyn said pepper oil for us. Yes. Okay, cinnamon. Okay, so this one's for me. Cinnamon. Lady Night wants cookies now. Cinnamon cookies. Okay, remedy milk for loss of appetite, bronchitis, and sore throats. I have been having to work on my voice because, you know, I've been doing a lot of singing. Oh, yes, Tangerine with the emojis. And Christina's here. Hey! Sherry Bug said cinnamon toast. Ooh. You guys are gonna break my perfect streak of eating healthy for one day. And Lida Raga's here. Say, hey yo, I'm always late to these. Hey, no worries. We're actually going to be going into the kitchen and making something. And it says we're going to be making some sort of cinnamon milk. I don't drink like milk, but I have coconut milk. Like that's what I drink. So we might be making some cinnamon coconut milk. And Sherry Bug said sore throat. Yes, that's why I'm drinking the tea I'm drinking, because I've been having some. I know my throat wants to have a sore throat. I'm not letting it right now because I'm like, no, I have like some opera to sing. I ain't got time for sore throat. Um, and Deck Harlot's like, ooh, cinnamon toast. Okay, so let's see what it has for this remedy milk. Take a mug of your preferred milk with cinnamon powder and a stick of cinnamon. Add 1 teaspoon of honey to a small saucepan and place over low heat. Stir gently until the milk is warm, not boiling. Remove the stick, pour into a cup with a sprinkling of cinnamon powder on top, and drink at leisure. I have cinnamon. I have cinnamon sticks. I don't know how it's going to do with coconut milk. Should be okay, right? Oh, Christina, this one is the kitchen or Witch's Kitchen Oracle cards. This is a newly acquired deck from me, and I'm having fun working with it with you guys. So, I mean, we could do that. I also have some honey. So let's go to the kitchen then. Let's do this. We do this. Okay. I'm gonna put my card in here, and I'm gonna leave these cards up here. And gosh, my tea's like, but what about me? Finish me. Iridescent tea, or iridescent tea. Iridescent sea, so that sounds delicious. Deck Harlot, the golden smoothie also had cinnamon in it. Oh yes. And Cherry Bug, I want this deck for the yummy recipes. Cinnamon milk sounds so witchy. Yes, I'm like I said, I love to bake. When it comes to cooking, the only thing I can actually cook is Pinoy, like Filipino food, because, well, like, that's my background, my heritage, right? You know, my family members, they would cook a lot of like ponce and lumpia and sotohon bola bola and like, you know, all sorts of stuff. So I grew up around that stuff. So like, that's the stuff that I can cook, but I can't cook like anything else. But when it comes to baking and making delicious drinks, like, girl, dude, homie, all you hopes out there, like that's me. I could do that stuff. Okay, so to the kitchen we go. I don't think I want to leave this tea up here just in case the boys decide that they want to come crashing through this room. So I'm gonna bring it with me. Oh, my knees. Okay, here we go. We're going, sorry for the noise, that's my tripod. Okay, we go to the kitchen. We're gonna make some cinnamon milk. Wally? Loki? It's a little too quiet. Okay, going down the stairs, going into the kitchen. Ignore all the laundry in the back. That's not mine, that's my dude's. Look at the boys. They're both on the couch back there. Aww. Okay. Let's put my mug over here. Okay. All right, so we are in my kitchen. Sorry again for the noise. I'm gonna set you guys up here, and then I'm gonna rotate my tripod so you guys can see what I'm doing over here. So just like plug your ears right now. Sorry, that's left over from breakfast. So I'm gonna put this pan over by the sink. Okay, so it's saying that we need our milk, cinnamon powder, a cinnamon stick, and some honey. And I have a pot, so let's bring that out. Da da da, we have pot. We don't got pot, but I have a pot, but okay. Guess you guys can come with me and go get all the spices, right? Okay. You guys get to roam around my kitchen with me. Oh, there's some of my drying roses, my drying rose petals. A tripod ASMR. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. And Una She, hello. So we are making, there was a recipe in one of the the guidebooks for one of my oracle decks. So we are making one of those recipes right now. Oh, hey, Loki. So Loki's come to help. And we are going to take out some cinnamon. So, I know we have more cinnamon than this, but okay, so we'll take out that cinnamon. I do have some cinnamon sticks, so we have that. And then there was honey. I know we got more cinnamon just in case I need more. I need to know that, oh, there it is. More cinnamon. Okay, so I'm gonna put that back. And I'm gonna grab some honey. I'm making a cinnamon milk according to the recipe. So, okay, we have some choices of honey. We could either, no, I think we'll stick with regular honey. Okay, so this honey here, this is from the Wayland Mini Ranch. This is from a friend who does my hair. She has like her own like bees and stuff like that. So this is her honey from her backyard. So I could use my friend's honey that she made, or I could use, where is my other honey? Okay, this honey here is boysenberry honey. So yes, the smooth hair friend. But I don't think boysenberry would go great with cinnamon. So I'm gonna actually stick with the honey that was made from my friend in her backyard. So we're gonna grab that. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of these over. Do 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 do. Mana mana. Oh, and then I have to get out my coconut milk. Friend honey, good vibes there. Yes. Loki, Wally, what are you guys doing? Do you see these two? You guys are being crazy heads. Go back to sleep. Okay. And the milk. I wonder if I have enough milk. I don't even think it said how much milk to have. That might be okay. This is the milk that I drink. Let's see. The ingredients are so simple. It's filtered water, organic coconut cream, natural flavor, and xanthan gum and salt, which is like a preservative, but that's it. That is all that is in my coconut milk, and I love it so much. Okay, so I'm gonna look again at our recipe. So it's a teaspoon of honey, and it doesn't say how much milk. I could probably figure it out. And then the cinnamon powder goes on top. Okay, we could do that. This is, Evelyn loves cocoa milk too. Oh, it is so good. Okay, so we are going to grab my measuring spoons. Bam. And let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. I think you guys can see. There we go. Okay. You guys can see. Yes, yes. Okay. All right. We have our cinnamon card. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take my milk and we're just gonna go with it. So it makes that sound when there's like been a moisture. Una said, my grandbabies are fussing, gotta run. Hey, no problem. No, you go take care of the babies. We'll see you next time. So, yes. Never mind the clicking sound. There we go. It goes away. It's just like when there's too much moisture in the air, it does that clicky clicky. We're just gonna pour it all in. That's what we're doing. Because we're just guesstimating, and that's what I'm good at. Sherry Bug said my fave non-cow milk is cashew almond milk. Ooh, cashew almond chocolate. Ooh, that does sound good. I'm gonna just lower the heat a little bit because since it's not cow's milk, and well, I mean cow's milk too. You don't want to put things on too high a heat because you'll burn the milk. And then this one being made out of coconut cream, I also don't want to like coagulate it. Okay, so I'm also gonna put my stick of cinnamon in here. Smells so good, you guys. Get the smell-o-vision going. And this will be for just putting a little bit on top. Tanji said, I can smell, I know, right? It makes my hands smell good. Okay, and then we're gonna do, how much? A teaspoon of honey? We could do a little bit more honey. Okay. A teaspoon, I can figure it out. I'm not too big on measuring things, and that's how I like to bake. That's how I like to cook. That's how I like to spell work. Okay. All right, with that, I need my wooden spoon. So I will be right back. And we needed a cup, so here we go. Ooh, this is gonna be good, you guys. Wish I could taste it. I could really go for some Celtic Witch. Well, you guys can make this at home too. Intuitive cooking is life, dude. That's me. Like, I mean, people appreciate the things that I bake, and they're like, "Ooh, can we get your recipe?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I'll tell them the ingredients. They're like, "Okay, how much of each?" And I'm like, you know, like a glug and a couple pinches here and a shake or two there, you know. And they're like, is it a teaspoon? Is it a tablespoon? I'm like, it's a toss, you know. So yeah, when I make stuff, it's in glugs and pinches and tosses and yeah, yeah, a blob of this, a glob of that. Okay, I think it's starting to get warm already. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Sorry, Loki went in timeout. Sometimes he gets really feisty and he wants to wrestle Wally. Wally doesn't know how to wrestle like a kitten because he like never really grew up with cats. So he thinks he's being attacked, and Loki is like, I want to play. And then when Wally fights back, Loki's like, why are you fighting me? And then yeah, so before they actually start fighting, Loki is in timeout for like 10 minutes. Okay. I wonder how it's gonna taste with the coconut. And Zhang is here, hey! Sherry Bug said, I actually really like warm milk with cinnamon and sweetened. Have added vanilla also, yes. Sherry Bug said, Wally's not a cat, Wally is people, yes. And that's why he doesn't understand Loki wanting to wrestle him. He's like, why are you on me right now? Ruchi said, when are you starting our magical school when we'll all be together and have tea together? That's gonna be a while. So like I said, I'm gonna wait till all the opera stuff's over to really start brainstorming. So it'll probably be like a year or two before, you know, this thing becomes reality, because I want to do it right. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off. You know, I'm gonna leave my cinnamon sticks in there because I like it. Okay. Okay. Put that there. Gonna do a little doot of cinnamon. All right, let's see. What are you guys saying? Lida Raga said, Wally is a wise sage, tempered by the wisdom of the ages. Loki is a cat. And this is what Loki or Wally would say. Ooh, it's nice and warm. Ruchi, later today on my Soul Twins channel, we do Tangy Pear, and tonight it's Goofy Stuff. Ooh, Tangy, I'm gonna have to take a look ski. Okay, so here you guys go. So I'm gonna kind of swirl around that cinnamon, because I likes me a lot of cinnamon. Ooh, you could almost do it like a latte thing. There we go. Let's see. Yay, it's on Wise channel on the Cusp Tarot. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You guys need to make this. Like I could feel the warmness like going down. All right, so Tangi's gonna be right back. No worries. All right, so we have made our steaming cup of cinnamon milk. So it's really good with the coconut milk. You just have to make sure that the heat is really low, and you know, just get it to warm before the coconut cream starts separating from the filtered milk. You know, you want to kind of keep it together, and before it starts to burn. So just get it so it's nice and warm. So right now it's not burning right now, it's warm. It wasn't even to a boil or anything, not even a simmer. I left the cinnamon sticks in because I like, if I'm gonna do something with cinnamon, I like it to be really strong. And so I have that little bit of extra cinnamon on top, but I think it goes good. Like cinnamon and coconut is delicious. And then I can also taste the honey too. And it makes the, it's enhancing the flavor of the coconut is what the honey is doing. So this is awesome. And like, there's a taste of this, like, it's like I've had this before and I can't, what is this? You know what this tastes like? You know, on cinnamon rolls, how they put the, you know, the, like the frosting on the cinnamon rolls? This tastes like the frosting on the cinnamon rolls. I'm like, wait a minute, I've had this. What is this? Sherry Bug said, I know what I'm doing after the chat. Cinnamon milk. Yes. And Tangi said, that sounds, that should help your throat. Yes. So yeah, I'm like, ooh, now I have something else to do with my coconut milk. Evelyn's also going to try the recipe. So it says, cheers, raising a teacup for a toast. There you go. Tink. Yeah, so you figure out how much like, you know, milk or milk product that you want to put in. Just like snap a long cinnamon stick in two. And then, yeah, just stir it up. Just put in like a little swirl of honey, whatever flavor honey you want. And yeah, it's pretty good. Put a little cinnamon on top. So there isn't much in the way of measurement. You just kind of do it. All right, Christina, I sing, well, I mean, I have rehearsal tomorrow and I have rehearsal through the week, but opening night is this coming Friday. So that's the opening of Romeo and Juliet. I sang Pirates of Penzance last Sunday, so now I'm the second to last opera. So yeah, this is the last one, or second and last one. So yeah, I have opening night on Friday, and then second performance on Sunday, and then the third and fourth performance are next Saturday and Sunday. So, yay! This is really good. All right, let us go back upstairs. Glitter Sunflower said, "Brig a leg," as they say. Yes. And Lida Rega, it took a few weeks, but the Ferengi TNG card you pulled from me a while back was right on point. Hey, there you go. I mean, eventually it takes a little while for, you know, some of those cards to make sense. You know, sometimes I'll pull a card and I'll be like, what? And then like a couple weeks later, I'm like, dude. Let's see, Ruchi, ma'am, talk about fairies, angels, need to know about them. Well, there's a lot to say. Okay, but we're gonna go back upstairs with my delicious hot mug. Yeah, I'm so glad I got to make this with you, and I'm glad it was something simple, you know, that you guys could just, you know, only took a few minutes to make with you guys, so it wasn't too crazy. And oop, let's go back and see the Wally. Walk backwards without tripping. There's Wally. Hey, baby. Does everybody need to say hello to you? I think they do. Walito was a very happy dude. Yeah. He loved to purr and cuddle and kill the panther. Do, 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 do. Okay, so we'll go back into the other room. Okay. Okay. Hold on, I will adjust my, excuse me, tripod. Here we go. Whoo, we're back. Okay, so let's go back here, what you guys were saying. Cherrybug said, we will have to see what Tara's planned next week, Ruchi. Yes, you know, well, we could definitely get into some fairies and angels maybe next week. And you're very welcome, Tangi. And Wally, Tangi says hello. Ruchi said it's sweet. And they're calling you cutie. Christina said, my cat woke me up 4 times last night. This morning, both the boys were trying to get me up. Soft kitty, warm kitty, do, do, do. Yes. Okay, so yeah, this morning, both of the boys were trying to get me up. First it was Loki. Loki has a thing about burying stuff in the litter. Like, he goes above and beyond the burial of pee, of turds, you know, in the litter. So he needs to basically take apart the house and put the house on top of the litter, then he knows it's buried, you know. So so he was like pawing at stuff. He was trying to bring some of our clothes and throw that in the litter. He was trying to take a claw pad. He takes the claw pad, he throws that on top of the litter, and I was just like, please, I'm trying to sleep. And then I heard him get into the, you know, there's like the bag that we put all the you know, the turds in. I could hear him starting to open it, and I was like, oh no, I did not want like poo all over the house. So I was like, okay, like, what are you doing? So I get out of bed and I'm like, leave the bag alone. I'm like half asleep. I'm like, leave the bag alone. He wanted to hide his stinky. I know, but it's like he wants to put the whole house on top of his stinky. So I'm like, okay. So then I clean out the litter, and then I go back to bed. 10 minutes later, I hear him pawing at the wall, pawing at the side of the litter box, and I'm like, Loki, there's nothing in the litter except the litter now. And he's like, burp, 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 burp. You know, he makes it sounds like when he knows I'm awake now. He's like, burp, 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 burp. I'm like, no, I don't want to get up now. And then Wally's like, oh, are we up now? So that's when he comes and he stands on my windpipe just to make sure I'm up now. And and then Wally's like, purr, 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 purr. I'm gonna stand on your windpipe. Purr, 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 purr. Oh, yes. Oh, that is so good. Yeah, this definitely tastes like the frosting on cinnamon rolls. See how we have transitioned from kitty turdlets to the frosting on cinnamon rolls. Oh, Lady Knight said, gotta love them. And Tangerine's trying to get in on that visual. Oh my gosh, yes. Like the two of them, when they become best friends, it's just like, watch out. That's gonna be a very bad day. When it's like stepbrothers, you guys ever see the movie Step Brothers? Like right now, they're in the stepbrother phase where they hate each other, sort of. I mean, they kind of sort of get along, but I mean, they don't really hate each other, but I don't know, maybe Wally does. But it's the part where it's like, did we just become best friends? Yup. And then I'm going to be like, oh, shit. Lideraga said, and that's why cats are so much cooler than dogs. Dogs are like, tell me what to do now. Oh, and Tanji said, yes, funny movie. Yeah, that's totally gonna be Wally and Loki. Just like, did we just become best friends? Yep. Oh, oh, Sherry Bug has something to say to you, Lideraga. She's like, now, because she has a German Shepherd. Christina said, Raga, my dog is like, maybe I will, maybe I won't with me. um, Lady Knight said, Loki's timeout is over. Yeah, okay. Let's go take him out of his room. Not like his room is a bad place to be. I mean, he's got like everything. He has a cave I put in there for him. He's got all his toys, but let's go get the Lokito. Hey, Wally. Oh, well. Who's come to see the Loki? It is the Wally. And there is the Lokester on his bed. Yes, Loki gets the guest bed. He has an entire bed to himself. Sherrybug said, dogs are way better than cats. Whoa! No! Sherrybug, we are not pitting dogs and cats against each other. What this? Okay. Okay. So Loki can come out if he wants to, but he's just chilling on his bed. Lideraga said, dogs are like little soldiers waiting for orders. Cats go AWOL on their own mission. Lady Knight said, a bed fitting for a god. Yes. Sherrybug said, cats are sociopaths. My psychotic Loki is not a sociopath. He's a psychopath. I don't know. Are you guys subscribed to the Oatmeal? No, Oatmeal has, they have an Instagram account, but they're like, they do comics, sort of, and they've had a couple of books that come out, and there's another book that they have out that I need to get, but I love seeing their stuff pop up on Instagram, and there was one to show the difference between dogs and cats, and so one was first with the dog. You see the owner going out the door. It's like, all right, Rusty, we'll be back in about an hour. Bye, dude. And they go out the door. And then you see the dog sitting in the middle of the room. And then the lights are out. And it's like, hello, darkness, my old friend. And then you go to, you know, the owner leaving the cat. It's like, okay, Fluffy, we're gonna be gone. We'll be back in an hour. And then, you know, click, the lights are out. And then you see the cat like racing through the house, and the music is, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the... So, yeah. And that is the difference between dogs and cats. Let's see, Lideraga said, just playing, Sherry. I love dogs too. I just like cats much more because I'm basically a cat myself. And Sherrybug said, oh, me too. No worries. See, everybody plays nice. But yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. What time are we at here? 11:58. Okay, I want to do maybe one more thing for you guys. So I gotta get us into the you know, it's gonna be October soon. Get us into the October East spirits. I know that it's kind of odd because in the southern hemisphere it's getting warmer, or for us it's getting cooler. Well, actually no, not here in San Diego. It won't be cool until December. It's actually going to be quite warm until then. Lady Night said, my kitties always mostly come to greet me when I get home. Christina, I have a dog and a cat, so it's different. Lightoraga said, earthly souls and spirits. Maybe. And Yang said, it's my birth month. Well, happy birthday. So October, happy early birthday, I should say. But yeah, I want to do a little something for October here. But yeah, it's not really going to get too cool for us right now. But yeah, let me maybe bust out some earthly souls and spirits. Glitter says, I love that you guys call it fall. So yeah, fall, autumn. All right, so I know I have my earthly souls here somewhere. Hold on, I'm like looking in my box over here. Give me a second. Where is my deck? Oh, it was right in front of my face. Bam! Okay, let me just put those away. Boom. And boom. Okay. Okay, so this is the OG version of the Earthly Souls and Spirits, and this is by Terry Foss. So this was a collab deck between her and her daughter. Sherrybug said, fall decks, yes. Lady Knight said, I would enjoy the fall season much more if the stores weren't full of Christmas candy and gingerbread already. Dude, we've had Christmas since July. Like here, I'm like, really? Christmas trees? Because I'm pretty sure we haven't even had the 4th of July. Celtic Witch got to go for dinner. Well, hey, I hope you have a wonderful dinner. Have an awesome Saturday. And it says, thank you for everything. Well, you are very welcome. I hope you have fun. Have a wonderful weekend and have a delicious dinner. Whoa, yours are actually manageable. Mine are the size of movie posters, near impossible to shuffle. Yeah, so mine's the OG deck, and the backs of the cards are all different because those were the pictures that the daughter took. So the daughter did the backing of the cards, and she did Photoshop, you know, to create all the cool different pictures of the moons. And then yeah, those are all the cards with all their little keywords down at the bottom. So what I want to do is I'm going to tap into a little bit of spirit energy. Whoa, let me just get back here. Okay. I'm gonna tap into a little bit of spirit energy and see what comes through. Lightoraga thinks it's the best October deck. You know what? I mean, I love this deck for October. But when it comes to like that Halloweeny, I love the little Halloween tarot in a tin because it's like, I don't know, it just reminds me of like Halloween as a child, and it just brings out that childhood vibe. So I really appreciate that around this time. And Priyanka's here. Hey, and good to see you too. So I'm just gonna ask for a spirit that maybe is connected to one of you guys, or maybe somebody who watches this later on, but so that somebody can get a message. And maybe I'll do one of these like pre-recorded for next week. Well, I gotta make my other videos like this week for next week. Sherrybug, there's so many lovely dark decks that remind me of Halloween. I really love the Halloween tarot also. Yes, that one. And well, actually there's a lot of decks. Because I have a lot of really light decks, but I also have a lot of really dark decks too. Like I think I have a good balance between light and dark in all my decks. And that was the end. It was delicious. I appreciated that. That was good. Thank you, Oracle deck. Okay, so I'm just going to tap into spirit energy. So I am just kind of asking my guides to kind of come in, kind of clear the area, and so that the energy that comes forward is of a good place, you know, of high vibrating place, and would be connected to either one of you guys or somebody who else is watching this later on, but making sure it fits somebody. It says, I hope the spirits have some messages for me. So it's just, ooh, that one's kind of popping up, but just, yeah, I'll just describe what I see, what the message is, kind of what's coming through. I'm already starting to get a little dizzy, which is what happens when spirit energy comes in. So here we go. I'm gonna burn a little bit of incense first. I like to keep things high vibes. I'm also gonna burn my candle. Okay, I like to get a candle going. It just kind of keeps things clear for me. And then I have my little bundle of, well, this isn't sage, it's pine. Just gonna get it nice and heated. I'm just clearing the area. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. So everything is nice and clear in here. I'm just gonna put that up there. Okay. All right, here we go. And the stone that I'm gonna hold on to is my cobalite, which my dude brought back from, this one is Alaska? Yes. So native to Alaska. And he said it was very expensive because cobalite's kind of rare. So here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a card and then I'm gonna kind of focus on the energy of that card. Already I have like people swirling, like they're kind of like walking around like, do I get to talk? Do I get to talk? I'm like, no, just one for right now. That's all I got energy for right now. I thought it was a little kid. Okay, so there is a little kid who has come forward. I'm going to check out the kid first because sometimes there are energies that like to trick us a little bit and they come forward as little kids so that we are disarmed a little bit when we see them. So I'm just gonna check out the energy of this child. But here we have celestial, and that's kind of what I was seeing in my mind's eye. Okay, so let me tap into the energy of this younger person. Okay, so I do see a child. I don't think it's one of those cases where, you know, sometimes people pass away older, but they like to represent themselves or show themselves much younger. I do feel that this was a child that passed as a child. So I'm trying to guesstimate the age is like 3 or 4 years old. She has little striped tights on, and I used to have little striped tights just like that, so I think they're kind of cute. She has kind of this kind of auburn hair, like a really light auburn to blonde hair. She's got a couple little clips, and right now she's playing a game. It's like kind of like marbles almost, but something where you like toss like dice or marbles, but she's in the middle of playing her little game, so she's not really noticing me much. She just kind of wants to show me her game that she's playing. She is wearing a cute little sweater, so I kind of feel like she was dressed for some sort of holiday. Um, it doesn't appear that she will get any closer, and the reason being, and this is just in my experience, that when there are children in spirit, that older spirits are just feel really protective of a children's or a child's spirit. So Tanji said, "Gotta run. Have a great day." Well, you have a wonderful day as well. But yeah, for children, other spirits tend to be very protective of children, so they're always like they, are kind of like always like standing guard, like just making sure that you're not gonna manipulate or hurt this child's energy in any way. Just kind of like adults, in human form would do. We like what we would be really protective of a kid. It's kind of like that in energetic form too. Like they're very protective of younger energies, younger spirits. Um, Her name kind of sounds like a Kathy, Catherine, Katie, kind of like a C name. Mm. Very willing to talk about what happened. She just went, like how she went, because that's very personal sometimes for people, and especially because she's a child. Let's see if she has any message. The way she's dressed is more modern, so I'm not seeing like this is a child that passed away a long time ago. So when I say modern, anywhere between, kind of looking at her clothes, like the 90s and now. Um, yeah, so I would say, yeah, this relatively recent, between 90s and now, to me would be relatively recent, as opposed to a child that had passed away in like the 30s or the 1800s. Um, okay, so she's letting me know she likes candy canes. But it could also be, this is around the time that she had passed, was around the holidays. Okay, so showing me it's definitely like kind of Christmas time. She's showing me like the gingerbread men and the candy canes. So it's kind of around this time. So now I'm just asking her what the message is. Okay, so she's showing me how happy she is, that she's like there's nothing scary, she's like marching around like a little soldier, and then she was like jumping up in the air like a leapfrog, and she was like throwing all this glitter up in the air, like she's like a poof. She's like having a lot of fun. She's really happy. So I think she's just trying to give the message that like all's happy, like all, I get to play games all day, and I'm like she's having a really good time. Like she gets to play her game, she gets to play with glitter, she gets to kind of do whatever she wants. She's really happy. So that's kind of just the message that she has coming across for whoever needs it, is that she's just really, really happy. Um, and now she's like really playing in the glitter. She's like, look at like how much fun I'm having. Um, okay, her accent, it kind of makes me feel like she's hold on, so like in the like Netherlands. Like I kind of had a feeling she was like either from like Netherlands, Dutch, Netherlands, kind of somewhere in there. Um, Hold on, my phone's getting drained of its battery life right now, so I'm just gonna plug her in here. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we have anything else from little Katie, Catherine, Caitlin, whatever her name may be. Okay, I have a feeling her father was a soldier. Somebody in the military. And she is saying that her dad is with her. So that's why she kept marching around like a soldier. And then she was like doing the imaginary, like shooting guns. And so she's, okay, so dad was a soldier. Dad is with her. I don't know why or how she passed away, but she's just saying this kind of around Christmas time. And again, she could be Dutch or like somewhere Netherlands-ish. Okay, that's really all she wanted to say. She was like, okay, well, like, yeah. She says, yeah, I got daddy, I got my glitter, I got my toys. Like, okay, like things are okay. So yeah, that's, so I'm just, thanking her energy that, the spirits that are with her, have kind of like, taken her back. But yeah, so hopefully that message reached somebody or will reach somebody whenever they watch this playback. So that's kind of my intention whenever I do something like that, is that whoever watches it, whenever they watch this, that they get that message. So again, if you're watching this, this was a little girl about 4 years old, auburn to blonde hair, little barrettes in her hair, kind of dressed for the holidays, had like little striped stockings on. Father was in the military, like Dutch, Netherlands. Just wanted to say that everything's fine. She's got all her toys. She gets to play with glitter. She gets to jump around. She's happy. She's taken care of over there. Yeah, and just there's nothing to worry about for her. You don't have to worry. She's well taken care of and she is well protected. All right. So, okay, I hope that reaches somebody, whoever. um just going back and looking at your comments. Okay. All right. On that note, I'm going to send you guys off with some healing. So we got to do a lot of stuff today. We got to share bugs, so that was really sweet. Yeah, I love working with spirit messages, because for me, spirit messages are nothing scary, and like spirit would never ever give a message of like, ooh, spooky, scary. Those are not the messages that they vibrate with. I mean, sometimes they could be concerned with something and they may give those type of messages, but, spirit is never here to make us scared. There are, of course, energies out there that, want to act a fool and be crazy and, want to scare people. But I don't deal with those energies. I tell them to take a hike. Doesn't mean they don't come into my energy field, but, I just tell them like, I don't work with you. Like, you better go get lost. Lighterega, can you tap into specific spirits of your choosing, or do they always come to you? That's a good question, because before it used to be, I couldn't like make anybody come talk to me, and I still can't make anybody. Like, somebody doesn't want to talk to you, it's just like a human being, I mean, like in human form. If somebody doesn't want to talk to me, they're not going to talk to me. But I could go up to somebody and say, be like, hey, do you want to talk? And if they do, of course, they'll come over and talk to me. But I haven't really had any spirits that are like, no, I don't want to talk right now. Usually they don't mind doing a little chit chat. Some can't stay long, and some are like, they'll chit chat for a little bit and then they'll take off, or that's all I have to say right now. So I don't really know why you'd want me to stick around. But I don't know if I've gotten better or just I work my energy a little bit different. But before, it used to be I just wait for like something to come to me, which I do still sometimes, like if I'm trying to get a message across in this way. But if somebody is asking for somebody specific, like, could you look into how my dad is doing or how my grandmother is doing? I could put the little, like, it's like the bat signal, like for Batman. I could put the bat signal out there. And more than likely, like 9 times out of 10, they'll come forward and I'll be able to get a message. And usually I just kind of get my guides to kind of go talk to them. And I don't know, maybe it's because I don't come across as like a jerk or anything. I'm just like, I'm just like, hey, you want to talk? And they're like, okay. But yeah, so I have gotten a lot better at that. I just, and yeah, I don't know. I'm always kind of working with spirit, like, all the time. And what's weird is every now and then I get celebrity spirits that are trying to talk to me, and I that I can't understand, because well, I guess I didn't know all the other spirits I talked to. I never really knew them in real life either, but it's always like, why would you talk to me? Like, wouldn't you go talk? I mean, and I have no way of like talking, like giving your message to your loved ones. So I just always think it's odd. Like, why would you come talk to me if there's like no way that I can like do healing for like the people that you've left behind, you know? So I always think that's odd. I don't mind coming to talk to me, but I also know that when you pass, I mean, this is my belief because I guess I can't say I know for sure, that you're just energy, just like everybody else. Everybody vibrates at different energy, yes, like I don't think you get to retain your like your Elvis status like when you're over there. Like now you're just another energy just like everybody else. So it's not like there's the VIP carpet that gets rolled out for like certain energies just because they happen to be famous during this lifetime. So yeah, so I do have to keep that in mind. It's like, okay, like, because recently Kurt Cobain had come through, and I'm like, why the heck is Kurt Cobain coming in? And I was like, I didn't know you, bro. I mean, I love Nirvana. Like, I thought that was cool, you know, but I was just like, and that was recently. That was like a week ago or something, and his energy stayed for about 3 days, and then it was gone. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting. All I can say is it's interesting. Ladaraga said, when there's no time and place, you can talk to everyone about anything. Maybe they have a message that they know you could use. That has come into play, and I have mentioned that before on this channel, when the spirit of Paul Walker had come in, you know, when we were out driving my fancy sports car. And it was my dude that was driving, and Paul Walker's spirit had come in and told my dude to slow down because there was something wrong with the inside of the front passenger tire. And my dude assured me that the tires were okay. They were old, but they were okay, and we weren't going extreme speeds. So, you know, and I did a whole video on this, but yeah, basically when we went to finally get my new tires, after not being able to drive my car for a little while because it was raining, we finally get the new tires, and when they took off the tire, that's when the mechanic was like, hey, come on over, and we took a look at the tire, and the tire was splitting. The front passenger tire on the inside had started to split, and he said if he would have taken this car fast one more time, basically the car would have lost control and we probably would have been killed, or I would have been killed. So yeah, Paul Walker kind of popped in for me on that one. I was like, hey, thanks, bro. But of course, that's how he passed as well. I know like the official reports that it's because they were going fast, but 90 miles an hour in a Carrera GT is like not fast for that car. That's like cruising speed. But the tires were really, really old. They hadn't been changed since the original car. And like, you know, since it was original. And so when you try to do things on tires that are old, they don't respond as they should. And when you hit the brakes, they also don't respond as they should. So even though that there was basically a race car driver behind the wheel, that does you no good when the tires aren't doing what they are supposed to. Hence, that's how, unfortunately, they passed away. And it's kind of small, like mentioned a little bit in certain reports here and there, but that's not like the big sensational thing. It's like, oh, you know, a guy that was in Fast and Furious, you know, dies going fast in a sports car, because that's the sensational headline, instead of the headline that should have been that basically the tires were old, you know, and that's unfortunately how they passed away. Okay. Ladaraga, yes, I remember that. I like to ask celebrities what they learned from their life. Many have been willing to share. Yeah, and that's also interesting. But yeah, it was, I don't know, it was interesting with Kurt Cobain's energy, because he came in and, okay, I'm going to tell you guys. So this was last weekend. I was driving home from rehearsal, I think it was, and I could have sworn that you know how like the road gets like oils and stuff on it, the freeway, and as I was going home and I was getting off the on-ramp, I could have sworn I saw the Mona Lisa's face in the road, and I was like, that was weird, whatever, but I just like forgot about it, or I didn't really forget about it, but I just like pushed it aside. So then I get home, and the dude wants to watch The Highlander, you know, the movie from whatever, like 1982. It's like super cheesy, but like we wanted to watch The Highlander. So then we're watching The Highlander, and there's a part in the movie where there's like a Mona Lisa picture in the background, and I was like, what? Yes, there can only be one. And then the bad guy, the antagonist, you know, near the end of the movie, he's in the church, right? And he's telling the protagonist, like, you know, like basically, I guess they can't like fight in churches or whatever. And so he says, um, it's better to burn up than fade away, is like one of his lines, you know, and I was like, it's so cheesy. So then after the movie was over, I get this like, you know, sensation, like Kurt Cobain's coming in again. I was like, dude, like, this is weird. And all of a sudden I thought, look up my suicide note. And of course, you know, you can find his note that he left online. Not his note left online, but people have taken pictures, and that picture of his note is online. So I look it up, and the very bottom of his note says, it's better to burn up than fade away. It's the exact lines from the movie. And I was like, so obviously Kurt Cobain saw that movie. And I just thought it was so freaking weird. Like, so, you know, so then I tell the dude, hey, did you know in Kurt Cobain's suicide note, he quoted the movie? And he was like, I didn't know that Kurt Cobain was into The Highlander. He says, that was from like 1982. I was like, well, yeah, but the guy died in whatever, like 92 or 93, something like that. That's how I said, so that movie wasn't that old, you know? And so he's like, oh, that's interesting. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I was like, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I was like, so I'm sure he was giving me a message, like trying to reinforce a message. I was like, but better to burn up than fade away. I'm like, I don't know. I still don't know what to do with that message. So that's something I'm still thinking about. I don't know if you guys like have any thoughts on that, because I don't know how that applies to me. Like if he was trying to give me a message, you know, because most spirits always trying to help out. I don't know. I got nothing. So yeah, that's something that I'm still like trying to be like, what? Kind of work with. But anyway, so like I said, what are we at? Like 106 minutes. Well then, I'm going to leave you guys with a healing. I have to make my videos for next week because I won't have time tomorrow because I'm going to be at an all-day rehearsal. And next week I won't have time to make videos because I'm going to be at rehearsal every day until opening for Romeo and Juliet. So if you want to stay for the healing, you are more than welcome to do so. You could say aloud, I am open to healing. You can say it in your mind. You can put it in the comments. If you want the healing to go to somebody specific or a specific place, you can always say it aloud, think it in your mind, or put it in the comments. But this particular healing, I am sending the energy of a gentle week for you guys, kind of the gentle energy. I want you guys to kind of feel that gentle energy through the week because I think things have been a little intense lately, especially for me. So I think a little gentle energy is going to be very apropos. And yeah, Lady Night said, I have someone take some pics of you in your costume. I will definitely. Dude, taking like opera costume pics is the best. So I will definitely post those on Instagram after, you know, the show and everything. So here we go. So just a little bit of gentle energy. You guys don't have to stay. You can go about on your, you know, your merry way, whatever you guys are doing today. Just know that the energy will come to you if you're open to it. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you're like, nope, I don't want to work with that energy. That's totally fine. Everybody, you know, sometimes has where they would like to work with their energy, and that's okay. So here we go. right. Okay, so hopefully you guys are able to get some of that gentle energy. There's always something or someone that pops in to help me with these healings, and this time there were these, like, a couple of them were gray wolves, but some of these wolves were white, like albino, like all white. So they all came in, and I could hear their howling. They were all howling together, which is how they locate one another, and kind of what they do at certain times of day. But yeah, I could hear all their howling, and it was just like so soothing, and I could feel like the lavender herb just kind of like leaving my hands, and then it felt like I was being tucked in with like I was using like one of them as a pillow, and they had this like blanket that I was like being tucked in with, and I was just like going to sleep on one of the wolves. And yeah, so you guys had wolf energy for gentle energy, which usually I don't associate those two together, but I thought that felt really nice. So yeah, Lighter said, nice, I feel calmer already. So good, good, good. All right, so I'm wishing you guys a wonderful rest of your weekend. I hope you guys have a fabulous week. I hope that I just survive but can also have fun with this week, because I know it's going to be really busy for me. I'm just going to put out probably a few videos for next week that I'm going to make today for next week. Evelyn said, many thanks. Love your energy and your joy. Take care, everybody. Same to you, and thank you, thank you. So yeah, I'm going to do my October reading video. I'm going to do a pick a card, and it'll be Halloween themed. I'll do a deck review, and I'll make sure that it's my Witch's Kitchen deck. And I also want to do, there was a questions tag that Simon over at the Hermit's Cave did, and I want to do that one. And then maybe I'll do another like spirit energy reading. But other than that, I think that's all I'm going to make for next week. So thank you, Sherry Bug, and thank you, Lighter. Thank you to everybody who showed up. I always appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me. I always thank Sherry Bug, especially because she is my moderator, and she, helps keep a list of people when it's time for readings, and she, is all around awesome sauce. And you guys are all fabulous as well. You guys really perk me up on my Saturdays and make them even more joyful and happy. So you guys give me so much. I hope that I do the same for you guys. So anyway, have an awesome weekend, have an awesome week, and peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Bye, guys.